In Thailand, protests against the king and the prime minister have intensified. What started as a student movement has become a powerful call for reform. On Sunday, at least 10,000 people attended the protest at the historic Democracy Monument in Bangkok. It was the largest such gathering since the military coup in 2014. Thailand's youth no longer wish to bow to the king and they want the prime minister to resign. Tough demands that those in power will not fulfill. The protests look like they will go on. It's a question of who blinks first.
Chants of long live democracy have filled the streets of Bangkok. The movement against the king has blossomed beyond university campuses. On August 16, at least 10,000 people assembled at the Democracy Monument. Not just students, but people from every walk of life. It was the largest anti-government demonstration since the military coup in 2014. The protesters have three core demands: dissolve the government, stop harassing opposition, rewrite the constitution. In Thailand, criticizing the monarchy is illegal and punishable by up to 15 years in prison. But student leaders are taking on the king.
I just want to say that to speak out about the monarchy institution is something that we can do.
But the monarchy is a sacred institution, blessed by the constitution. So students want to scrap the old constitution. Thailand's youth do not want to bow to the king anymore. They have a 10-point demand to reform the monarchy. That includes scrapping 2 army units assigned to the king's command, giving up full control over the crown's property holdings, and refraining from endorsing military coups in the future. You may not find the list of demands in the Thai press because the king has instructed media houses not to carry it. 3 student activists have been arrested and released on bail.
I don't regret being arrested because ever since joining the movement, I knew it might happen. But it won't be in vain. Everyone should have the courage to talk about the monarchy.
Many more arrests are expected. The protests, which gained rhythm in July, have reached a crescendo. Besides the king, Prime Minister Prayuth Chanocha is also a target. He is accused of failing to uphold the values of democracy. He has even questioned the right of the students to protest.
We have to look into many things. We have to see if anyone is behind the protests and what their intentions are. They can protest based on their basic rights, but we'll have to see if they've violated any laws.
Chanocha, a former military general, first came to power in 2014 in a military coup. Thailand's youth hoped that the 2019 general election would bring about greater democratic change. But to their disappointment, Chanocha came to power yet again. His undemocratic moves, like banning a popular opposition party and hunting critics of the government, sparked protests before the pandemic. Now, as Thailand suffers the biggest economic slump since 1998, the Prime Minister is facing calls for resignation. As Thailand's youth protest day and night, the sun is setting over Chanocha's rule. Bureau Report, WION World is One.